So going back to questions from Facebook and Twitter, Shauna Dunlap asked me about tubing down a river with the pump, and I have never done this, to be honest, not with the pump. So I was trying to think of what I would do if I was going to be doing this, and I think since I have a waterproof pump, I think I would wear it, to be honest, because a lot of the time tubing you can wear like a pair of shorts or something, and so I think I would wear a pair of shorts with pockets, and if you have the waterproof pump, if you have Minuet, I'm sorry, put it in a plastic bag maybe. But anyway, if you have the Animas pump, you can put it in your shorts, and I think I would still wear it because at least in my mind, tubing is like all the way down the river pretty much, and it can last a long time, and it's not a lot of activity, so you're not going to be lowering your blood sugar that way, and so you kind of are going to be needing some insulin. I might do a little bit less basal, like a temporary basal of negative 50% or something, so I get less, but I would probably keep it with me just because I feel like it'd be hard to get to the bottom of the river and have to trek all the way back up just for your insulin. I would also keep snacks with me, just prepackaged, like fruit snacks that aren't going to matter if it gets wet. And so I would keep those with me in my pocket as well, just in case I go low. And I think that would really be all that you definitely need. I wouldn't bring my Dexcom receiver because it's not waterproof unless I had a waterproof case or like a Ziploc bag or something. Yeah, I feel like I'm talking really fast. Sorry. And then I would just leave all my other supplies back at home base, wherever you started, in the car or something like that, unless your insulin is in there. Do not leave your insulin in the car when it's hot, please. It gets so hot in there and it's gonna go bad. But I mean, if someone's staying back at the base camp or whatever you have, I would just leave your stuff there. Or like I said, waterproof bag, maybe if you have to bring it all with you, that could work as well. Just like kind of strap it on you, maybe a sweet fanny pack. Let me know what you do. Lastly, I'm going to talk about the beach. So I love the beach so much. The beach is like my favorite place pretty much. And I mean, it can be kind of tricky with the pump, I guess, but it's really not that big of a deal. Like I said before, I will use the plugs when I go to the beach because it's salt water, and so I've had it before where I went into the water without one of these plugs when I took off my pump, and it got plugged up and I had to switch out my set just for that reason, and that was really annoying. So definitely use one of these. And you also just want to be careful in general with your pump in the sand because I don't know about MiniMed pumps, but the Animas has like these little air hole things. Mine's actually really dirty. You probably can't even see it. Can you see that? I don't know. But yeah, sand can get in there, and sand can just get in little nooks and crannies. Mine are really, wow. The nooks and crannies of my pump are really dirty because I have been to the beach and outside, and ew. So yeah, just be careful with that because you don't want sand where it shouldn't be, pretty much. Lastly, Michael OB from Twitter asked me about sweat and sweating off insertion sites and all of that and having to put in new ones. I haven't really had a huge problem with this, to be honest, with my infusion sets. I've had it rip out before, but that was because I was in a pool playing with little kids and I had like a ring, what are those called? A tube around my waist, and so that had ripped off my site. And so, just gotta be careful with it. You can put on, like I said, medical tape or those IV prep. No, that's not what it's called. I forget what it's called. We called it the snakeskin thing because it's like clear and it looks like snakeskin. You can put it over that or underneath. If I figure out what it's called, I'll put a word thing on the screen. Word thing. I'm so eloquent today. Okay. But yeah, just extra adhesives will help with that. But I haven't really ever sweated off a infusion set. And I played sports in high school and all that, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But the Dexcom, I've realized you really can like sweat it off, or too much water, it'll get off. If you rub it too much, it'll kind of come off. So especially on the arm, I feel like it's a high abrasion area. Highly abrasive. No. A lot of stuff comes in contact with your arm. Let's just go with that. And so I think that is more likely to kind of come off. But medical tape is your friend. Use it. Alright, so hopefully I covered most things having to do with summer and heat and swimming and the beach. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below and maybe I'll do another part to this video. The idea for this video was suggested to me by a follower on Twitter, and her name is PurePank. So @PurePank on Twitter. So thank you for the idea. Also, if you do follow me on Twitter or Facebook, you already know that I am an intern at Novo Nordisk this summer. So I moved from my hometown to this place where I am right now, and I am interning at Novo Nordisk in the Diabetes Education Department, technically called Diabetes Marketing. And I will be doing a future video on this, but in the meantime, I've been writing a blog on Tumblr, and it's diabeticdanica.tumblr.com. And I just finished my first week, and so every single day I wrote a blog about it, and so if you want to read that, I'll put the link below. And there's pictures on there too, so it's, I don't know, it's really fun to do. You should check it out. So that is everything. I'm actually going to go to the pool in a little bit, so I'm just going to go use all this information right now, and I will catch you guys next time. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye! Let's go enjoy that sun. Cheesy ending.